See you, Dale.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. All right, my Easthill friends, I am out of the store for the day. Here's the plan. Last week in the first video of the series, I set up my deer stand. Right away that evening, we had a pile of does, and for the last week, they'd just been coming and coming and coming. On Saturday of last week, I stopped to get more food for the girls, and I noticed in the field there was an absolute pile of buck poop. And I haven't seen the buck on camera, so tonight, here's the plan. We have a perfect southwest wind, no harm, no foul. They're never gonna be able to smell me. Hopefully, hopefully we'll get to see the does come in, and then we're going to get a shot at maybe seeing why that buck is out walking in the field, what buck it is, what is going on. As much as I love the new Stealth Cam Fusions, it's really this much of the story. We'll be able to see a lot from the tree stand tonight. The other thing, I like to get in there early. I like to get the does used to me being there, and then they're not so spooky. That way, if a giant buck comes in during the rut, the does are kind of used to, you know, my scent or the look in the tree. You may call me crazy, but this is what works for me. This is what I'm going with. Let's head to deer camp. We'll shoot our bow quick, and then deer hunting for the first time in 2021. Let's do it. Hopefully we see a deer. Wouldn't that be a bummer if we like go through all this and there's been deer on the camera for the last 9 days, 10 days, and then they just didn't show tonight?
In my mouth is a desert.
My friends, we have made it to the deer camp. It is raining out here. It looks very deer-like. It sounds very deer-like. It is wet. The only thing we don't have going for us is it's hot. Like, I mean 20 degrees hot. I just got here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot my Hoyt, make sure that it's on point. Remember last week we made sure it was sighted in. Well, this week we're going to shoot it with a chest pack because that's what I'm going to be using while I hunt. It's just good to shoot your bow. It can never hurt to just shoot your bow. So let's shoot the bow. Then we're going to get geared up. It's right around 4 o'clock. The deer have been showing up about 6:15. So we'll have plenty of time to get set up in the tree stand and be good to go. I'm so excited about this. If we just see some does tonight, I'll be over the moon excited. That, my friends, is what we call a dead ringer. All right, shooting the Hoyt went amazing. I'm right spot on where I want to be. I didn't have time to stop anywhere and have a shower. I usually like to shower, put on scent-free everything. So we're just going to go real hard with the Vapple, and hopefully that's going to make us scent-proof enough to get this done. Feels really good to have the harness back on. I've got my binos ready. I've got my Hoyt ready. All I got to do now is get that bag of corn in. I did notice a couple gobblers walk through the camera today and they hardly stopped at all, which means we're probably out of corn there that I dropped on Saturday. A big backpack, so let's get into there. I got to do some more changes to the tree stand, but I want to get all my camera gear, the bag of corn, and my bow all in one trip. So let's go try to do this. It's like carrying groceries in the car. Everybody hates to make 2 trips. Just 100 bags in each arm and give her to the stand. Nothing in the field, nothing in here but a couple squirrels. We're about 25 minutes away from when the deer usually show up, so we're just scouting, we're learning. I hear some duck hunters shooting down at the lake. We'll see what happens. I'm kind of thinking that maybe I might switch from tree stand in here to a ground blind. If it's true where I see the does come into here, they're at eye level. And when all these leaves are gone from us, they're going to pick me up from a sore thumb. So I've never hunted over on this side of the property before. I think I hear deer coming. We're learning. That's the adjustable and always learn it. Never think you know too much to admit you made a mistake. I think that's deer coming.
I waited for someone to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while.
My friends, we have made it back to the truck. It is dark, and oh my God, what a night that was. I did not expect that 8-pointer to show up at all. I believe it was an 8-pointer. He was kind of hard to see. I didn't for a second think that he was coming in. He totally threw me off guard, but he wasn't big enough on the first sit of the year to take. He did teach me a ton. He came in from the south going north, and if we had anything but a south wind tonight, he would have busted me in about 2 seconds. So that stand is not going to work at all. Need to make some adjustments. This farm sets up really bad for a north and west wind just because of how it's laid out. But most of the time, that's what we get is a north and west wind. So we got to make some changes. That was super exciting. I'm telling you, my heart is still beating. Everything after this is icing on the cake for this season. Getting a decent buck in, letting him walk because he wasn't the buck that I was looking for is all part of the game. I am so excited. I can't even tell you how excited I am to kick the season off. I'm going to get all my hunting gear off, head home, but stay tuned. We know there's a decent buck on the property. Maybe he wasn't the buck today, but he might be a shooter a couple weeks from now. Who knows what happens? We'll have to see what else shows up on the farm. I'm super excited. I learned so much. Sitting in your stand is a whole lot like just putting time on the water. You're going to learn more and more and more by being out here, by playing the winds, and by being observant. Super great night. Seeing the buck, a ton of does. Stick along for the adventure. I'm telling you right now, this is why we hunt.